Welcome back, boys and girls. In this lesson, we're going to spend just a little bit of time talking about what we already know about some numbers in the teens. And then we're going to take that a little bit further and we're going to talk about the number 20. Here we go. All right, we've got some otters in the water. An otter in the water. That's a fun little rhyme. Our first job is to count all the otters and see how many otters there are in all. So let's do that. Now I'm not just going to count all over the place. I'm going to try to go in order so that I can keep track of where I'm counting. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now don't get confused. We can do this. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There are 18 otters swimming in the water. See this word down here? That's the word 18. Look, if I cover up this part, I can see 8, E-I-G-H-T. Remember how we talked about what a tricky word 8 is? I hear the long A sound, 8. But nowhere in that word do I see an A. The E and the I are kind of fooling around there and making an A sound. So there are 18 otters. Take a little closer look at these otters. Let me move it a little bit closer. Do you see how some are different? Yeah. Lots of those otters have sunglasses on, but some of them do not. Let's count and see how many otters are wearing sunglasses. Put you back here for a minute. And then I'm going to count just the otters with sunglasses this time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can't count him. 7, not him. 8, 9, 10, 11. Can't count that one. That can't be 11. This has to be 11. 12, 13, 14, 15. Where did I stop? When I got to the last otter wearing sunglasses, I said 15. So then I had to stop counting. And I know that there are 15 otters wearing sunglasses. So when I write 15, I'm going to first write the number 1 for how many 10 groups there are. Then I'm going to write the number 5 for how many ones there are with that tens group. A group of 10 and a group of 5 is 15. 1, 5 shows us 15. So that's what we've already been learning about. Now we're going to look just a little bit further. Don't tell anyone we're not really learning something new because we've already talked about the number 20. We're just going to take it a step further in another way. I know we're not supposed to be learning new stuff yet, but I think this is kind of a review for most of us. All right. Remember at our red station how a lot of times you guys would build a number by putting different objects on a tens frame? Well, today we're going to do that, and the number that we're going to build is 20. So Tommy's going to let us borrow some of his stickers today. Look at, he's got some Thomas the Tank Engine stickers. But I don't know that there's 20 on this page. There could be more. However, look what I see here. 2 tens frames. Do you think that if I have a group of 10 and then another group of 10, I'll get 20? Let's flash count it. Ready? 10, 20. I think we should. Let's fill up this tens frame and see what happens. All right, I'm going to start over here. And each time I see a square, I'm going to go ahead and put another sticker on it. And I'm going to see if I get 20 stickers in all. And that should model or show the number 20. That way we can show we know what it means. All right, this is a little bit easier than gluing things. Remember those drippy glue bottles we'd have some days? I know. And then sometimes the things we were trying to glue on wouldn't always stay on. And then sometimes we'd get back from recess and our papers would still be gluey. Good thing we're just using stickers today. What am I getting close to? Yep, I'm getting close to 10. Did I have to count those? No, I did not, because I know a tens frame has 10 spots on it. So if I filled up each of the spots, I can just say 10. That's all I have to do. All right, let's keep going. That was one tens frame. Here comes the next one. All right, 10 and one more. What is that? 11. 10 and 2 is 12. 10 and 3 more. That's right, 13. 10 and 4. 14. Good. And look at this. 10 and 5 is 15. Let's look at the 5 groups here. Remember, if we just look at the rows, they're going to be 5 groups. Let's count by 5s. 5, 10, 15. Did I get to 20 yet? No. 15 is less than 20, so I'm going to keep going. All right. Let's see, that must be 16. Another would equal 17. 18, just 2 empties. 19. And one more would make what? 20. And that's going to be plenty for right now. All right, now, I could go back and I could count these one at a time. It would take a while, wouldn't it? I don't need to do that. I see 10 here and 10 here, and I know that's 20. Yeah, we did it. 20. All right, let's peek at what's on the back here. Oh, look, we could do it again. Yes, we sure could. I wonder what we would put in that time. You don't want to stick anything on there? Why don't we just use some cubes and lay them down on there? All right. Might be a little tricky to film that, but let's try it. Let's see, can I turn it like this? Can I do that? I guess I can. And then I'm going to move some cubes over here. I'm going to move a row of 5 here, a row of 5 here. I know they're not lined up exactly, but you guys get the point, don't you? Another group of 5, and another group of 5 here. You ready to count? Let's see if we got to 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. We just modeled 20 again, didn't we? Great job. All right, let's go back over here. Hopefully I don't have that upside down. And we're going to take a look at counting and writing 20. This is kind of cute. They arranged it differently on the paper. I wonder if you could still have 20 and if it was arranged in another way. Well, let's count and find out. Now this time, boys and girls, I'm going to use my marker, because if I count and I don't keep track of where I'm at and I just keep counting and counting and counting, I won't remember where I began and I won't know where to stop. So I'm going to put a little mark on this time. Let's start right here. Here we go. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We did it, and because I got back up to where that mark was, I knew I needed to stop. So now I'm going to write the number 20. First I write a 2 in the 10 spot, then I write a 0. And notice there's just a spaghetti space between those. It's kind of like with words. When the letters are all in one word, there's just a spaghetti space. I'm showing one number, 20, but it has 2 digits in it. Let's count down here. I wonder, these are lined up in a row. I wonder how many they're going to have there. Let's see. Looks like plums this time, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's an equal number. This also shows 20. So I could have 20 pieces of fruit that are arranged in a circle, Or I could have 20 pieces of fruit in a row, and there's still 20. Let's tip that down a little bit. Can you see it a little better now? I'm just going to write over here for the fun of it. 20 is equal to 20. Those numbers are the same there. All right, all those ways to make 22 of them there. All right, might be a little bit hard for you boys and girls to see this because my markers showed through, but look at that. Is it familiar to you? It should be. Remember when we'd use those shoestrings with the beads on them and we'd count on them? Sometimes we'd use them to add and subtract. But when we had a group of 5, we could count by 5s. Let's do that now. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, that matches those beads we had at school. So we have 5, 10 blues, 5, 10 yellows, and that would give us 20. We could write it on there, but it's going to be a little bit hard to see, so we're not going to write it on there today. We'll just talk about that. Well, we learned how to model 20. Now let's go over writing the number 20. Are you ready? Let's do that. All right, here we have single cubes. 2 trains. Oh, look at. What if I took this group of 5 and I connected it to this group of 5? Yep, I would have 10, wouldn't I? But then if I took another group of 5 and connected it to another group of 5, I would have 10 more. I would have 10. Whoops, it's going to fall. 20 cubes. Let's get an extra piece of tape. We'll try that again. Maybe it'll stay up there for us. Because now I want to write the number 20. I'm going to do around and back on a railroad track. Toot, toot. And then I'm going to make a 0, start at the top, go around and back up. And that's the number 20. Can you try that on a piece of paper at home? I bet you could. You could go around and back on a railroad track and then write another 0. And you would have 20. Let's repeat that. Around and back on a railroad track and then a 0. That makes 20. Around and back on a railroad track and then a 0, 20. Each of these shows the number 20. It's down here. Yeah. It's the number word for 20. T W E N T. That says the word 20. Let's count these pairs of shoes by 2s and see if we can get 20. Here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. We did it again. You could practice writing on your paper or on a whiteboard some more 20s. That would be good. Let's just look at this group at the bottom. Let's see these watermelons on 10's frame and see if we get to 20. We've got a group of 10 here, another group of 10 over here, 10, 20, yep, here we go. There's the number 20. All right, boys and girls, so we've spent some time today modeling the number 20, writing the number 20, and we remembered that it is 4 groups of 5, just like these 4 groups of 5 here, or 2 groups of 10, 10, 20. Great job, boys and girls. Keep it up.